Ian, what's your favorite use case for Chainlink so far?
The one last night on the random function, right? So wow, because we're talking about computer science, it was always one of the things my professors used to throw to us in college, how you generate a random number. And back then I used to program in Pascal, and it's well easy to there's a function called random, right? And then that's interesting in terms of gaming. Favorite use case. Financial feeds, I think, would be good for, I know it's DeFi is quite current, but imagine what we can do with centralized finance, right? In terms of the derivatives market and that type, or even the bond market, the good old traditional bond market, right? Which is where the smart money goes. A lot of people that I know who work in bond markets still use Microsoft Access and Excel, right? Because it's a slower market, but it's a $100 billion market. I think that's ripe for disruption. And a lot of companies I spoke to, particularly bigger banks, US banks, looked at smart contract platform and had the issue with Oracle feeds, right? And they didn't even use the language Oracle. I don't think they had that in their vocabulary. Is like smart contracts are great when you know what the what the rate will be in a bond. So if you have a $100 million bond and a 1% annual yield, that's easy. You put in 100 million over 3 years and you get $1 million a year. And the last year you get your 100 million back and your $1 million. But the problem is most bonds are variable. So, and they pay out maybe every 6 months. So you write a smart contract, which is locked in, and the smart contract has to go out and ask an Oracle, what's the Fed funds rate today, and feed that in. So they didn't have that trust mechanism there. They didn't even aware that Chainlink or anyone did like that. And so, you know, that's a $100 billion market. So if we're able to kind of feed into that and offer that type of service, that's interesting as well, right? Because that's ripe for disruption. That's one. That answer the question?
Brilliant answer. Absolutely brilliant answer. That's pretty much it. Those are all the serious questions. Would you like a silly question?
I'll go on then.
Okay. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck, and why?
Say it again, please.
Yeah, sure. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck, and why?
Oh, neither, because I brought my bike.
Brilliant. Excellent answer. Well done. Well done. I like that one. Well, seriously, Ian, this has been absolutely fantastic. I think you've given a lot of people a lot to think about, and I think they could really see that the future, everything can tie in together, and we could really make an exciting future that benefits.
Oh, it's a great time to be alive, you know. And remember Arthur C. Clarke, right? You know, we overestimate what we can do in a year, but underestimate what we can do in 3 years. I think it's an important time. 2020 to 2022, well, it's going to be an interesting time for crypto, because I think we're still early in that market and we're still developing it. And I think we're a little ahead of it. We've created all these massive tools, and now that's great. We have to go find problems to match them to. And I think the biggest thing for me in this community is to educate people around you in terms of what this can do. So I think we're in a big educational phase. I know I am with my customers. When I deal with them, I just mentioned that bank, right, who tried smart contracts, didn't work, and didn't even know that oracles existed and they were secure. So, and these are smart people. And when you tell them about these technologies, they get it pretty quick. So it's pretty, the learning curve for them is not as steep, which is good. Yeah.